with the English nut, Sumanto Chattopadhyay.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with HrishiKay.
So on Twitter, he is nut_English. On Instagram, is it just the English nut?
All the others are the English.
The English nut. And if you're doing an @off in on Facebook, it's @theenglishnut.in, and the page pops up. And of course on YouTube, if you just look for the English nut, he will pop up. Okay, aptagrams. What are they? And give us vibrant examples of that.
Okay, so first of all, there's a whole category of words called anagrams. So anagrams are words where you can take one word and rearrange the letters and form a new one. For example, the word tones, Tones, you can rearrange the letters and form the word stone. But there's a class of specialized class of these anagrams, which I find particularly interesting. They're called aptagrams. So aptagrams are where you rearrange the letters of a word or a phrase to form a new one, which actually reflects the meaning of the original word of a phrase. So for example, if you take the word astronomer, you can actually rearrange the letters to form moonstarer, which is kind of the meaning.
What an astronomer is.
Astronomer. A mean one is, customers. You can rearrange the letters to form the word store scum. That's really mean. And an interesting one for the people who are mathematically inclined is 11 plus 2. You can rearrange the letters to form 12 plus 1. And interestingly, both of them add up to 13. So yeah, there. Another one is no, I think I forgot. There's
common mistakes. Let's move to that.
Let's move to common mistakes.
The ones that the grammar Nazi in you really comes out.
Yeah, the grammar Nazi in me comes out. So one of them, which is actually the cover picture on my Facebook page, is people say, "I don't think so, you're right." So you can never. So I have the word "so" struck out because it's "I don't think you're right." But people often in these constructions they add the word "so" to it, which is wrong. Another one which I see in official communication all the time that gets my goat is the word "revert." So revert does not mean reply or respond. Revert means to turn back into. So for example, if ice can revert to water.
Yeah.
But if you say that I will revert to you, what you're actually saying is that I will turn into you. Another one which is commonly used in advertising is the word mnemonic, which is MNEMONIC. People often spell it as pneumonic, PNEUMONIC. And mnemonic, like pneumonia, refers to the lungs.
Yeah.
And mnemonics are memory devices. So two completely different things. Another very, very common one is there's a difference between few and a few. So when you say there are few languages as great as English, you're saying that there are almost no languages which are as great as English. But if you're saying there are a few languages as great as English, then you're actually saying there are some. So one means almost none. And when you say that's few, and when you say a few, that means there are some. So quite different words.
Words stolen from the Indian language, or stolen from India rather.
Yeah. So actually there are many words that went from India into the English language because of the British Raj. And even today we are contributing words. But if we talk about stolen words, I like to call them stolen words because they're words that are related to thievery. So the word loot was looted from India. The word thug is from the Hindi word thug, and dacoit, is from dakat. So these are three words that are definitely from India. And there are many food-related words, of course, like masala, which has now become a part of the English language. One which you might not know about is the word kedgeree, which is kedgeree is this horrible English, at least I think it's a horrible English, it's sort of a porridge with fish and boiled eggs thrown in, but it actually comes from the Indian word khichdi. And when the British soldiers in particular, they used to find it a comfort food when they were in India. When they went back to cold and soggy England, they tried to recreate it, and I would say they made a mess of it. So that's another
That's
one.
all we have time for. Listen, this was fun. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Sumanto Chattopadhyay, aka the English Nut, there on the playlist. Ava Max, Sweet but Psycho.